Gateway Max, we're here to talk about back chain dominance. Why is it important? What are we using it for in sports? Why is it good for quality of life? We need to know the answers to these things going forward. So easy enough. When I get onto my boards, when I do my exercises standing on the ground, we know we got to be back chain dominance, hips behind the rib cage. But why? Okay, why do we need these things? So if I don't have my hips behind my rib cage, it's either stacked or it's in front. I need the hips to actually be back behind my ankles here. You can see that. So both of these positions are positions that are going to cause some stress on the lower back. It's going to start to compress the spine a little bit instead of taking those vertebrae and making them nice and long. When I get into this position, I'm able to take my rib cage away from my hips. And that way, I'm getting a nice decompressed spine and I'm actually absorbing energy into the outside of my legs. And we know that's what needs to happen in sports. We know that we need energy to absorb into the meat of the leg. I can't absorb energy into the meat of the leg if I do this, if I thrust forward. So I really want to make sure that when I do my exercises, especially if I land on these boards, I want to make sure that I'm not doing something that looks like this. So keeping a back chain dominant posture is going to, one, keep us decompressed, but two, it's going to make sure that I have the biggest power output out of my leg that I can. Okay, so it's really important in that aspect. Now, as far as quality of life, when we go through our back chain dominant exercises, it can feel like a burn in the lower back. It can feel really tense back there when we do those exercises. It's okay. Over time, those things start to go away. The decompression starts to settle in. We start to feel taller and we start to feel better going through daily life. Make sure you're back chain dominant in everything you're doing and make sure you're conscious about it at home.